watching the new series, The Untold Truths, with Blake Anthony. The untold stories of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that's never been told before until now.
Okay, I'll tell you like this right now. Donovan Smith, with off the field issues, playing how he's playing, is better than whoever else they can find to come off the street and come play in that position. Far better.
Okay.
Far better. Everybody compartmentalizes differently. Everybody is going through issues. That's a fact. But look how quickly we were, maybe not us, but the media was to throw Tom Brady bail for his bad play, right?
Still are.
Yeah.
Still are.
Still are. Yeah.
And then when Donovan Smith says, I'm going through some things off the field, I'm having some things with my family, we're like, well, everybody is. Suck it up.
Uh-huh.
But for Tom, it's like, oh, well, this is happening, that's happening. I just found out about him leading the league in penalties thing, which I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing about Donovan, right? Let me give you a little backstory. Donovan is one of the most talented players I've ever played with in my life. Raw ability, strong as an ox, fast, explosive. If there's 66 plays in a game, 60 to 61 plays, you'll be like, oh my God, this is the best left tackle in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like 5 plays where it's so easy. I think Donovan's problem is it's so easy for him sometimes that he kind of relaxes and then has a mistake, and then the mistake's on TV. You don't see when he's running dudes off the ball 15 yards on double teams and taking grown men and throwing them into the ground. Like, he's a really good player. When he has those games where he's focused 100% of the time, that's what it is. It's fun, and that's where the off the field stuff comes into play. You have a lot on your mind, like, and he is like. I know him personally, so I know what he's dealing with. He has a lot on his mind. I'm not trying to fail because at the end of the day, nobody cares, right? My coach told me that. Adrian Clem said, "Nobody cares. Go harder. Nobody cares what you're going through. When you walk out there, all they see is Smith on your back, Buccaneers jersey, and you're starting, so you got to perform. And so nobody. But I think the Bucs would be shocked if they put somebody else in there and you miss what you had. It's one of those things you think the grass is always greener. There is one elite left tackle in the NFL currently. David Bakhtiari has dealt with injuries. He's not playing. Yeah. He's not been himself. The left tackle for the Titans has dealt with injuries. He hasn't been himself when he was younger. Ronnie Stanley's dealt with injuries. Other than Trent Williams, give me another elite left tackle in the NFL. I don't know any. Right? I'm talking about like elite. So to sit here and slander him after Donovan Smith left the game against the Cowboys, what happened to Michael Parsons? He was getting sacks like he stole something.
Listen, it is. Look, Caleb, you said exactly what Blake had said before. Blake, remember when we were like, yes, he's making these mistakes, but I think Blake was the one who said it, because I was like, yo, he's making these mistakes. And this is before anything came out about any personal issues. Just like, yo, he's the only issue that we have. But when we were talking about, but it was before he signed, Blake, remember? It was like, well, who else is out there? Who are you going to go get? There's nobody to go get, that you feel like is going to come in and do better. I mean, you're just replacing a guy. You're just replacing him.
The NFL, newsflash people, they want to replace you. They want to go cheaper. They want to go younger. Yes. They cannot wait till they can do that. They could have drafted somebody. There isn't. There's no savior out there, right? Like, again, like I said, like, everybody wants to nitpick and do this, and I trust me, I get it. Like, but you're in for a rude awakening. Let this man go to free agency. Let him go to free agency.
He's going to get picked up. That's what we said before.
Okay, sorry. I was wrong. There's 2 elite left tackles in the NFL. Trent Williams and Teron Armstead. I almost forgot. I almost slipped up. Teron Armstead up in Miami. Okay. That dude is an absolute dog. He's a Hall of Famer in my book. Other than that, everyone else is right here. It's on a game-to-game basis, right? The best of tackles give up sacks. Like, I'm sorry, nobody's perfect.
Yeah, they give up sacks.
Nobody is perfect. Like, and again, you're putting guys in a position where you're throwing the ball 40 times a game.
Right.
You want 40 pass sets. I'll let you go out there against Myles Garrett 40 times. Let's see if he beats you a couple times. So I think everybody needs to pump their brakes a little bit. I know it's an easy target, and like Donovan came out and he said, I'm going through a lot off the field, and he was being vulnerable with everybody. I think you give a man space, man. Like, that's not an easy. We all men here. That's not an easy thing to come in and hit. There's other factors going on. When Tom Brady came out and said, I got a lot of shit going on in my life. I'm 45 years old. Everybody gave a break.
He was praised because of it. He was praised. He was praised because of it.
He was praised. He was praised.
Yeah.
Donovan said that now it's like, oh, he's a little B word. This. Everybody taking their shots. So no, man, I'm not going for that. I'm not going. I'm throwing my man some bail. Yeah, the penalties thing isn't good. I know Donovan, so I know how good he is. I also know that like there is sometimes a lack of focus, and that's why some things happen that shouldn't happen, because he is an elite talent, like an elite talent, right?
All right, so let's